Guys, what's up? So this is going to be just another video where I show all the Freemason literally the sign of the compass and ruler in films and music and TV and stuff. And it's not a conspiracy. I'm getting it directly from this website, freemasonry.bcy.ca. And then you can just go on all these different things right here. And luckily you can like click on the image too, for most of them, and it'll show it. Let's see. Yeah, the Seals Lodge. So yeah, let's start with the ones I saved. So there's literally a city, the only city, Sandusky, Ohio, is the only city in the world originally laid out on Masonic symbols. See, there's the square and the ruler right there. And this is known, this is admitted. So we could talk about Washington, D.C. and all that, but this one is a given. This one is obvious. It's even made clear by the planners. And that's the actual city map. You see the regular, the ruler doesn't complete right here, but it is the same exact thing. It finishes. You see how it's highlighted right there? It finishes on the bottom of the city. So yeah, anyway, that's the only city with the Masonic thing. And then we have Marilyn Monroe in Some Like It Hot saying she's from Sandusky, Ohio. Okay, it's like a city they put in there, you know, just to kind of pay homage. And then you got Tom Jones. Let's see. You got the inverted ruler right here in the background. And then even in the time machine, it says, George, I speak to you as a friend and even more as a brother. But in the story, they aren't brothers. So that's considered to be, you know, the brotherhood, the fellowship. They say fellow a lot as well. And Topsy-Turvy. Gilbert, played by Jim Broadbent, exclaims, "So mote it be." It's common to Freemasonry, and both Gilbert and Sullivan were Freemasons. It's also in white heat. They press their thumbs together and do like a kind of secret handshake. Let's see. Of course, The Sandman by Neil Gaiman. It's got a whole Masonic thing going there. And then in MASH, he's got two pillars behind him, representing, you know, the two pillars of Freemasonry, Boehm and Jacko, or I don't know how to pronounce it. Star Trek. It's Madison Square Garden with Mike Mason. Interesting. And in Deep Space Nine, zoom in here. In Deep Space Nine, past tense, part 3, the scenic artist created a near replica of this poster set in 1930 San Francisco, featuring the same boxers, but noting their first rematch since Madison Square Garden. So it's kind of paying homage to that. Even in Ramsey's Kitchen Nightmares, you got this guy in the back right here. At a table of men and women, one says grace before dinner. For that which we are about to receive, may the great architect of the universe make us truly thankful. And no Christian says that. Only Freemasons call God the architect of the universe. Okay. Even in Ren and Stimpy, it says, "I've had it up to here with the likes of you people. Sorry, I thought you were circus midgets." He then makes a number of hand gestures, which, while not Masonic, are noteworthy. They didn't have any pictures of it, so I probably got to find that episode later somehow. Metalocalypse. They say, "Where are you from?" He says, "Sandusky, Ohio." Okay. It's like a thing. Once you know it, you can't unknow it. And you're going to see it forever. And Jim Shaw made this weird Mason photo of Trump and all of his little minions or whatever. Now, they say Trump is not a Freemason, but that's a bunch of hogwash. Freemasons lie constantly, so they can tell you they're not a Mason, and they wouldn't break any oaths by doing that. Okay? He's connected. All right? Don't pretend he's like the 1% elite who's against the 1% elite. Give me a break. Miracle on 34th Street, right here. It's claimed to be a Master Mason certificate of the department store founder Roland Hussey Macy. You know, like the store Macy's. It's all connected. They're all in it together. Even Colonel Sanders is a Freemason, guys. Wouldn't be surprised if McDonald's was either. Anyway, Mississippi Burning. He says, his three pals are ushers. They had this way of hooking their thumbs in their belts with the three fingers pointing down like that. And William Defoe says, so what is that, some sort of Masonic thing? Says, no, KKK. So, yeah. Now this one freaked me out. This is the movie Alien. In Alien, the Black Sarge is wearing a Freemason compass ring. You know? Isn't that weird? Just like, well, you're about to see. Just like Jake Gyllenhaal in Prisoners with Hugh Jackman, he wears the Mason ring and he's going after the crazy white Christian. Okay, they always set it up like that. In this movie, American Gangster, this guy's got the Masonic ruler and compass pin right there. Even in the kids shows, y'all, the ant bully is a Freemason compass right there, and then you got UFOs on her shirt. Okay. It's in cartoons and stuff too. They're programming kids and adults. And the Apocalypse Watch. This guy is a Freemason ring. In Arachnophobia, it says welcome to Kanema. It's one of my favorite movies, by the way. It's an awesome spider movie. But yeah, the Freemasons right here. Okay. Well, yeah. Well, the town may have that anyway. You're right. But the movie made sure that they included it. Buddy. Bad Boys 2. There's a Freemason compass and ruler right there. Bang Bang You're Dead. The police station has the Freemason compass on top. Now it's scary when cops are Freemasons, y'all, because they really want control. Even this teenager in Can't Hardly Wait, some romantic comedy teen kid movie, has a Freemason ring and compass. And they said you have to be 18 years of age in Pennsylvania to be a member. So it is legit. Most places you got to be 21 to be a member. Is that weird? Some kid having that on? And of course Da Vinci Code will have it in there because that's what it's about, even though it's a lot of inaccuracies in there. But there's the Freemason compass right there. Death of a Salesman. This is kind of weird. Arthur Miller play turned movie. Dustin Hoffman has the pin, Freemason compass and ruler. He also wears a Masonic ring that's visible in the restaurant scene. So it's just kind of weird that this shy, lonely guy's a Freemason. And Dolores Claiborne with Kathy Bates. This guy's got the compass and ruler pin right there. Christopher Walken in Domino. Of course he's connected. He's got the compass and ruler right there. This guy. Aaron Brockovich. The Justice Building, Freemason compass right there. And End of Days. Arnold Schwarzenegger says this amulet, he carries an amulet, says the amulet's from a Masonic order in the former subheredom of the Vatican Knights, the Knights of the Holy See. They await the return of the Dark Angel to Earth. Well, yeah. What have we been saying for years? The Freemasons are secretly Satanists, and they hate Jesus because Jesus called out their God, Yahweh, the reptilians, who are there waiting to come back. Okay? Yeah. I'm not saying the devil is an ET. I'm saying the reptilians carry that satanic evil energy, the hive mind, you know. Aaron Brockovich, where I talked about that. And Fargo, great movie. The old grandpa guy has a Freemason compass ring, of course. And we saw this one before in Flushed Away. The bad guy Toad has a Freemason ring. It always creeps me out when this stuff is in kids' movies, y'all. It's creepy. In Gettysburg, you got the compass and ruler right here, his emblem. Okay, so these people run the universe. Even Godfather 3, which I actually just rewatched the Coda, the 2020 new edition, and it's a lot better. I like it. I like that version a lot better. It echoes several events of the 1981 Italian P2 scandal. Okay, and what that was is, let's see. It was a lodge under the jurisdiction of Grand Orient of Italy. Their warrant was revoked and a number of their members expelled for unmasonic conduct. So Godfather 3 kind of goes into that, apparently. I had no clue, of course. Grand Budapest Hotel, Harvey Keitel's minor character. He's got the compass and ruler tattooed on his hand right there. In the Beatles movie Help, Ringo asks the Indian restaurant doorman, "You know what this ring means?" He replies, "Freemason?" Okay, so the Beatles, sad but true, they hide it everywhere too. Let's see, House at the End of Time is literally about Freemasonry, so symbols everywhere. The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus. Great movie. Super weird Terry Gilliam film. Heath Ledger's last film. Yeah, tons of Illuminati stuff in there. I'll just say it. Killers of the Flower Moon, which I haven't even seen yet, with Leonardo DiCaprio, Robert De Niro. I think it was directed by Scorsese. Yep. They're in the Grey Horse Lodge Hall right there. And then the next picture is a lot more stuff. See? Compass and ruler right there. Freemason checkerboard floor, because they think good and evil are one, so they can do anything they want, whereas Christians only want to do good. It's a little different rules for us. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Freemason stuff's everywhere in that. It's literally called the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, by the way, so it's all they think they're special just because they know knowledge. And knowledge is power, I'll give them that. But knowledge without heart, and you're going to be misguided with your truths. In the movie Legend, Tom Hardy. There it is right there. Compass and ruler. And Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. Mad Max 3. I never knew this. This guy is a compass and ruler right there. That's crazy. In Magnolia, one of my favorite movies with Tom Cruise and a lot of people. This guy, right before the news anchor goes, or the game show host goes on stage, he's got the masonry. You see how it's everywhere, guys? It's everywhere. Even the same movie, Magnolia. That nerdy kid is reading the history of Freemasonry. Okay. Weird. The Majestic. Super boring Jim Carrey movie. But it's got the compass and ruler right there on the gravestone. Movie Overboard. With, Kurt Russell. There it is again. Yep. In Freakazoid, the cartoon, it doesn't have the Freemason compass, but there's civic signs. No Masonic squares and compasses though, but the site still kind of points it out, indicating there's something connected still. Same with Osmosis Jones, no Freemason compass, but there's all these different symbols in there. Or actually he says, no, maybe that one at the very bottom right here is the ruler. But anyway, we got some more. And let's see. Peggy Sue got married. You got the compass everywhere, actually. The Time Travelers Lodge meeting. Yeah, I remember watching that movie. I was like, oh, look, Freemasons. Prisoners, we already talked about. Jake Gyllenhaal with the Freemason compass. All these celebrities are secretly satanic, guys. Hate to break it to you. So that's why we don't do celebrity worship. This Indian even has the Mason compass and the apron. I think it's weird that the Native American in this film, The Searchers, has a Freemason thing. You would think it's only a white man thing, let alone Native Americans. So that was interesting. In the movie Spartan, I haven't seen it yet, but this guy says, my name's Curtis. Val Kilmer says, do I need to know that? If I want camaraderie, I'll join the Masons. Okay. They're just kind of, keeping it in there. This movie, Take Me Out to the Ball Game with Frank Sinatra and Gene Kelly. Let's see. Like the annual Elks Convention, the Rotary Club Surrey, like Masonic halls or firemen's balls, like honeymooning at Niagara Falls. That's so crazy. Hold up one sec, my girlfriend's texting me. Okay. Anyway, sorry y'all. Tombstone. My favorite Western of all time. This guy is wearing a Masonic compass and ruler right there. And if you don't believe me, look at this other guy in the same movie, Tombstone. It's definitely there. Ruler and compass. Bam. Wham bam, thank you, man. Okay. Tooth Fairy 2. For some reason, this guy has the ring. Okay, I haven't seen either of them, but there it is. True Grit. It's mentioned a couple times right here. This is the 2010 version, not the John Wayne one. But should I mention John Wayne was also a Freemason, guys? Okay. Wall Street 2, Money Never Sleeps. This guy's got the pin. Oh, look, he was in Godfather 3 also, by the way. Eli Wallach. Yeah, it's got the Freemason pin. What's Eating Gilbert Grape? This insurance man's got the Freemason. So it always is like some symbol of power, some symbol of authority, or even oppression. Now, in comic books, Superman edition 1999 says, go now and may the great architect of the universe protect you on your journey. That's so weird and just so obvious. Like when kids are reading that, like, huh? Do they mean God? No, they mean Satan, little Jimmy. And in the Archie comics, Hiram Lodge is Veronica's rich father. And of course, the whole Freemason ritual is based off of Solomon's Temple, and Hiram Abiff was the architect of Solomon's Temple. So they always use him getting assassinated by 3 people as some kind of moral for their rituals. So yeah, Hiram Lodge, literally Lodge, and Hiram Abiff. That's the father's name of Veronica. And then Moose Mason is also something. Oh great, I lost my place. Was it here? Yeah. Yeah, so Archie, even in Batman, Legends of the Dark Knight, uses his knowledge of Masonic ritual to track down a serial killer to the Temple of the Dawn. The source of his knowledge is left unexplained, though, and the conclusion is that Batman's a damn Freemason. Isn't that weird? Well, he is Bruce Wayne billionaire, so of course. But isn't that weird they're implying Batman is a Freemason, guys? I've never heard this in my life. I just think that's freaking crazy. Crazy, crazy. And also Batman's Scottish connection, 1998, aka the Scottish Rite. They even talk about it. In an astounding parallel with the murder of Hiram Abiff, builder of Solomon's legendary temple in Jerusalem. You know of such things? You know of these things, sir? So they're putting it in comics, guys. All their little secrets. Tom DeLonge from Blink-182. He's got the Freemason. He's totally in it. He's the one who like wants to expose UFOs, but he's just a mouthpiece for that niche, I guess you could say. Yeah, he's totally connected. I've even seen a picture of him standing around in the Masonic Lodge. Oh, these are rappers now. Let's see. You got let's see. Nat King Cole. Everything was on the square, and he is a Freemason. The rapper Common, who thinks he can act for some reason, he's the worst actor I've ever seen. He says Masons building lodges we be in garages. Whatever, dude. Dead Kennedys has the Shriners Parade on their album cover. Let's see, what else we got? Faith Evans. She literally has a sampling of Freemasons music in her songs. Freemasons Club Dub. Freemasons Mix. Isn't that just weird? Yes, it is, Ben. Okay, good. And also this person, Freemasons is literally the name of the song, featuring Amanda Wilson. I've never heard this song. Isn't that weird? It's just literally called Freemason. Got some other stuff. Let's see. Grateful Dead, Mason's Children. It's the album name. George Harrison, I'll Confess, Own Up, Let's Face It, In My Concrete Tuxedo. P2 Vatican Blues. We talked about the P2 controversy earlier. House of Pain, rappers. Do you know about the Masons, about their nation to the 33rd degree? You know that's me. Even these rappers, they're Freemasons. Okay? From the hood to the lodge. Okay. And then Immortal, another rapper. Sorry, guys. And then we got, what you got? Nas and Tupac in Thug's Mansion, even though Pac didn't say this is Nas talking. I see faces, cases, judges, Masons, lawyers, and cops. Dang it. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Public Enemy. Even Masons, they know it, but refuse to show it. You mean like you? Run DMC. A Scottish Rite hat is clearly seen in the video. I'll show you in a second here. There you go. Run DMC. That's a Freemason hat in their video. It's tricky. Yeah, that's a good place to put the hat in a song called It's Tricky. He wears a cap worn by the 33 ancient and accepted Scottish Rite Southern jurisdiction member. And again, guys, I'll obviously put the link. Yeah, Charles Dickens talks about it a lot in his books. Dostoevsky mentions it in Brothers Karamazov. Alexander Dumas. Now, you know why there's 20 million and a half remakes of The Count of Monte Cristo? Like, stop remaking this boring ass movie. It's dumb. But it mentions the Freemasons, so the Masons are just going to keep perpetuating it. Okay, that's my opinion. I think it's boring. Edgar Allan Poe talks about it. Dan Brown, of course. Let's see. Don DeLillo, Umberto Eco and Foucault's Pendulum, of course. Alan Dean Foster, William Gibson, Neil Gaiman again. Robert Heinlein, who wrote Starship Troopers, mentioned some stuff. Ernest Hemingway, in A Farewell to Arms. Let's see. All thinking men are atheists. The major said, I do not believe in the Freemasons, however. I believe in the Freemasons, the lieutenant said. It is a noble organization. Hemingway. Oh, no wonder he's so famous, because the Freemasons will keep you famous if you push their stuff. If you do what they say, then you can have the world. Gee, sounds like Satan offering the world to Jesus. Louis L'Amour, famous Western writer. Harper Lee, Ghost Set of Watchmen, talks about Freemasons. Yada, yada, yada. Terry Pratchett, John Steinbeck, Neil Stevenson. Yeah. Okay, even in the Big Bang Theory, the intro, where it's like a bunch of different images, it shows this ship, right? Big Bang Theory. Yeah, comedy. Yeah, lighthearted. Yeah, no. Freemason ruled. It's the compass in between two pillars. Joachim and Boaz. Again. Isn't it weird how Joaquin Phoenix's name sounds like Joachim? Anyway. In Gotham, of course, they got the Freemason stuff. Yeah, the secret order comes in, and then you got the compass and ruler on the chair right there. And then it talks about TV shows like Millennium, Monk, Monty Python, MTV Live. You see it right here. Freemason compass. MTV, the Masonic, the MTV building, MTV is literally used to be a Masonic hall. So MTV could actually mean Masonic TV. Okay? Trippy. And The Walking Dead. Opening credits. The gravestone, I think here it's a little dark. But yeah, Freemason stuff. And lastly, we got the X-Files. There's a Freemason deal right there. I know it's just a gravestone, but the creator, the $1 million creators, know it's in there. Okay. Got it. Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, I hope you have a good rest of your day. And yeah, that's just another long list of examples of crazy stuff that's in our face that we just didn't know to look for until you know it. Like it's like life is one big Stanley Kubrick movie where everything you look at has some kind of meaning. We're just too ignorant to understand what it actually means, guys. But slowly we will uncover and expose all of their lies. Well, most likely not all of them, but as much as we can as mere peasants. So yeah, hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll put the link to the site so you can click around and see some other stuff. I'm sure that it just goes on and on, so I couldn't screenshot the entire website, and that's just kind of pointless. But those are some of the best examples, I thought. So just understand, yes, the end times are here. The Freemasons are they're culminating it. They're pushing it forward. They're engaged in it. They're not just sitting back watching God do everything. They have their missions, their quotas, their propaganda, and their agenda to spread too. Okay, so don't just think, oh, well, they give to charity and that's about it. No, they don't. They're secretly in our movies, in our kids' movies, trying to pollute everyone's mind, and then gets people interested. Oh, what is it? Oh, let me join it. And then by the time you're too deep into it and you realize they're Satan worshipers, they'll kill you if you want to leave the fraternity. Okay, so don't even join, okay? Because once you're in, you can't get out. All right, so take it easy.